As the bearish profits roll in, bullish setups are on the horizon. The S&P is behaving almost exactly as we anticipated. It's done a little bit more, in fairness. We were thinking about an early to mid-December neutral to bearish spin, and that's pretty much exactly what's happening. I didn't think we'd get beyond 60.50, but we are pushing below that now, and the next level that I've got eyed up is, again, if we just look left across the chart, it's this prior consolidation zone. So between 60.20 and 6,000, big psychological round number. That makes perfect sense to me. And again, should we get down there, then I'll be eyeing up this being, an ideal buying zone, which is what we'd looked at on this last run up back in the middle of November. We have this same location, a similar great location, and I think this is another similar great location where we can start thinking about bullish opportunities for the next big swing higher. Christmas rally, the January effect, just going into the end of the year and into the start of next year. Looking over at ADD at the bottom left, again, I like to use this from time to time as a weather vane, a guiding hand. We're seeing the plus minus 1,000 levels. It's just pinging and ponging between there. It's not really giving me any clue or indication. But if we were to see the SPX push down to, the 6,620 level, then that would probably mean that we're in this this bearish extreme level. And that would give me a little bit of extra confidence to say, hey, we're at this extreme. We're at a great location to be a buyer. Now's the great time for the turn back to the bullish side of the ledger, and that's ideally what I'd like to see. The only fly in the ointment is we have a little bit of news out on Wednesday, which, as I'm recording this, it's just before that news item, and Thursday we've got, again, some news. Friday there's nothing there, so just Wednesday and Thursday I have a little bit of red flag news. What I'd like to, in a perfect world, again, the red flag news pushing us down to the 6,000 level on Wednesday, and then the red flag news on Thursday starting that drive high. That'll be a perfect scenario, and whether we get that or not is a different kettle of fish. Regardless of what happens, the entry setups will develop as per the mechanical rules, the usual pulse bar setups, but if we can get the location as well, that would be an ideal scenario. So I'm just looking for those pulse bar entries to set up as per the mechanical tag and turn setups. But again, if we can get them at these locations, that would just be the cherry on top for me. If you would like to know more about my pulse bar entries and some of the setups that I use, then click the link next to this video where I talk about one of my favorite setups, actually, and it's on a free training, and you can go and watch that. It's from start to finish, entries, exits, stops and targets, everything you need. You'll have a complete setup, so just click the link next to this video and I'll see you on the free training.